Every track too sick. If they talking top 10, know my name's on the list. Full speed, no brakes. Every turn too slick. If they checking my setup, know the build too rich.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Open Time Talk, the podcast where we drift off topic but never off the vibe. I'm your host, Zach.
And I'm Jams. Show we talk about conspiracies, spirituality, gaming, global tensions, the death and demise of this planet. I don't know, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
But no, that's kind of where we're going.
No, we are. It might
So
be
there's-
such a little bit of a downer, but kind of a good one, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to say this. I'm going to break it off real fast. Like, there's a couple things that happened in the news that we're probably just going to glance over because there's some things we kind of want to talk about. First of all, Oliver Tree has passed away. That's pretty sad. He passed away in a helicopter accident over in Brazil. Oliver Tree, I mean, if any of y'all were on TikTok during COVID, y'all kind of know who he is. And if you don't, go look up a song by Oliver Tree, and the minute you hear it, you'll know exactly who he is. Another thing that has happened, totally forgot. Oh, yeah, the Knicks. The Knicks have won. That is a basketball team. It's been since like 1970 something since they first won their championship.
They deserve
and they won
it.
it again. They deserve it. And that brings me to this topic. I think the Knicks winning the championship reset our timeline.
So I think it should be going up from here. That's why we just pulled out of the war with Iran.
Yeah, but is that really an up? Because from my
Technically,
point
yeah.
of view, I think we lost. We just spent all kind of resources and money over in Iran just for them to have a little bit more say than they did in 2018.
Okay, so this is the thing. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Were any U.S. civilians killed over there
Yes.
with the ground on assault? How many were
Yes.
killed?
I don't know if it was a whole lot, but
Because I want to
mean,
know numbers.
One is
But it's
too
still
many.
numbers. Like one,
Yeah.
yeah. So the thing is, like, you just dump some troops in there, try to do. First of all, this was supposed to be like an operation, a 2-week operation, not a full-on war.
Yeah.
We got people killed now, and now we're just pulling out like nothing happened. At least that's what the peace deal sounds like. I was looking at that peace deal, and it didn't really sound like a peace deal. It just sounded like we'll just leave you alone.
That's kind of what I was kind of gathering from it too. It was like, we're just gonna, I don't know.
Like,
Here, you wanted to know how many has passed away?
a minute.
United States, 15. And over 9,126 have been injured. I mean, this is obviously just right off of like Wikipedia.
I hear the storm coming.
No, not the storm again.
It's coming.
I'm fine over here. We tried starting this podcast like an hour ago, and literally Justin said, "Hey man, I don't know if we should start it right now, because when we do, and the storm takes your damn power out, we're gonna lose all this footage." And I was
Let's
like,
hope
"No,
it
man, I
don't."
think we're good." Boom, power goes out.
He had
Called
his
it.
one power outage. I'm hoping I don't. I hear the thunder rolling. The clouds are rolling now. So,
Oh, I just heard a little thunder too. So,
yeah.
but yeah, so like a good bit of people have been injured. Over about 50,000 have been injured total in this like Iran conflict with the U.S. and Israel and all that, and about 7,000 to 10,000 have been killed. It's kind of where we're facing.
Is that total number of people killed?
Yes,
Like all
10,000
around?
totally all the way. That's like it's like 5,000 ish in Lebanon. See, this is where I'm looking at all these numbers, and it's kind of weird. Spain,
It could-
0
that's
deaths.
the thing.
Qatar, 0 deaths. Jordan, 0 deaths. Philippines,
No, it depends
2.
like what source you're getting it on.
Right.
Like,
this is
remember
on
that they were
Wikipedia.
shipping like, yeah, I don't know. Would they say that a Philippine death? So like, what if it was an American soldier but had a Philippine background? Do you think that'd count as a Philippine death?
I don't know if I would think if you're in the if you're in the U.S. military, that you're
Yeah,
considered
you're U.S.
part of the U.S. And if you're
But it could just be a thing to inflate numbers. See, that's like
Yeah.
the thing with the networks, the news sources.
but if you have a Filipino or like a Philippine who's inside of a U.S. base, and the U.S. base gets hit with a missile and the Filipino
Yeah.
dies, then the Filipino is
death.
now considered a death. So I don't know, but from the looks of this whole like deal that they have going on. I remember back whenever the first started talks was talking about it, it was the whole, y'all don't need to have any kind of enriched uranium.
Mhm.
And right now, it looks like we're letting them keep it. I don't know who's controlling the Strait of Hormuz. That was another thing that was like, Iran's not going to have any kind of control over the Strait of Hormuz, like at all. And now
Yeah,
in the peace deal, it doesn't really say whether or not anybody has control over the strait. It literally pretty much just says that the USA is pulling out of it. So what I'm seeing in this deal is, let me see if I can pull up some of just the breaking points.
I
A
have it pulled
ceasefire,
up.
reopening the Strait of Hormuz for oil and shipping, a 60-day ceasefire or intermittent window, depending on which version is being reported, nuclear talks coming next, not fully solved inside the deal. So inside this deal, they don't even talk about nuclear talks. This deal is to get everybody to calm down so then we can talk about nuclear talks. But I don't, you know, I don't know, man. They've been trying to like push this nuclear talk for so long that it kind of seems like we lost that battle. And now we're like, okay, well, let's just pull the fuck out for a little bit. And also this whole Israel thing, I don't understand where Israel comes into tie with it.
Yeah,
Because Israel's attacking what, Lebanon?
Yes, Israel is, and they
And
don't want to stop. They're not going to.
Yeah, and in this peace agreement, it says that, you know, it's off the chart. Like, we're no longer going to be messing with it. So if the U.S. military is inside of Israel military and we're helping Israel, then we're breaking our deal that we just made with Iran.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if we backed out from Israel and just let Israel do its thing with Lebanon, then technically it's not us. But what happens every single time we take away some of our support from Israel? They drop a little bit of the Epstein files. Yeah, they drop a little bit of the Epstein files.
I do want to see what this is going to bring up because there's so many things that could be brought up. They already throwing aliens and UFOs at the wall.
Yep.
Dude, they ain't got nothing
left. Third batch of alien shit came out like a couple days ago.
You're kidding.
Dead serious. Third batch.
Is that the White Walkers? Are the people that look pale? That's what those pictures are?
I think so. Yes.
Ugh.
Yes. And that's the thing that we talked about earlier. Some of these photos that they're releasing is AI.
So how are we supposed to trust it?
Right. This is exactly what they wanted. So wait, think about this. You go and throw a bunch of AI files out that the government claims are real or like has some kind of credibility to it. And what happens when these next batch of Epstein files come out and the pictures are AI enhanced and everybody looks at them and is like, oh, these are AI pictures. Why is the government releasing AI pictures? And now we're not going to believe them. We're not going to take any kind of these pictures as the truth.
It's not going to be a serious matter anymore.
No.
It's like y'all are just fucking with everything.
Yep. Now y'all just fucking with stuff.
They're going to treat it like a joke.
Yep.
And I see that's desensitization, bro. They're like desensitizing to us. Like they already come out with so much AI shit. And now we're not supposed to believe them. Like how are we going to trust them?
Yeah.
And I've been seeing this. I've been waiting for this to happen.
Yep. Same.
So now that we've had the third batch of UFO out, no one's believing it now.
Nope. Well, we had this talk like 5 years ago, I think, too, when everybody was like, the government literally told us, they were like, yeah, man, alien shit's real. We're like, yeah, we know. But can you fix the groceries? Do you know we're in a pandemic right now? I was like, by the way, it's like 5 years ago when I was saying that. But like, I mean, we don't give a shit about these damn aliens right now unless these aliens are here to help.
Bro, the Haunted virus, no one cared, and Haunted virus shut itself off.
Yep.
They said, oh, no one cares?
What happened to Ebola as well? Did that just kind of calm down?
I think that's still coming. I think that's still a thing in Africa, but they say that happens like every 10 years or every 5 years. The Ebola strain comes and goes.
Like, what was it?
But
2009?
nothing to be like a pandemic or anything like that. Yeah.
No. I think it
I
was
remember
just,
hearing it again in 2012.
yep. I think it was just shit thrown into the media. Oh, another thing. What is that lady's name? Savannah Guthrie? Her mom? Remember that? Remember, like, during the time of the Epstein files being released, this news girl's mom got kidnapped?
Yes.
And there was a whole big, like, national thing about it. Well, apparently online, somebody said that June, they're going to find the body. And apparently, just the other day, it was released that they didn't find it, but there is a tip coming in that they need to go look across the Mexican border.
Wait, they haven't found that girl's mom?
They still have not found that mom.
I thought she was safe and home. I thought they brought her in like, bro, I swear I looked this up. They said they've already solved that.
No, homie.
What?
Yeah. After like so many days and so many weeks, you start writing it off as you're not going to find somebody living. You're going to find somebody who's deceased. And so the resources
it was an old lady,
that you allocate,
I thought.
Yeah. It was an old lady. Yeah. You might
Savannah Guthrie?
Savannah Guthrie, and I think it's her mom. I think Savannah Guthrie.
I remember seeing this story, unless it's some bullshit.
I'm telling you, it might be what you saw when this psychic went online and was like, yeah, they're gonna find her body in June. And so some people are saying that either this psychic already knew and she is an actual psychic, or this shit's been planned and it's perfect timing. Which means this whole shit with Iran and after Trump's birthday and everything else, they're going to start doing
Last
this
seen
Epstein files
January
again.
21st, 2026.
Yep.
It's been 5 months. But the thing is, why would they kidnap her? Was she in part of something?
I don't know. They said it was like kind of random. Or like they
That
don't
is
know.
random.
Yeah.
Like really random, because that's
Yep.
kind of like the missing scientists.
Mm-hmm.
Now their bodies are starting to show up, and now they're telling you to go look for that body.
Yep. They're like, hey, there's a couple tips that she might be along the Mexican border, pretty much. We're like, what?
Yeah, what indeed?
That's the shit we're dealing with right now. But you know, it's okay because the World Cup is cooking.
Yeah, and
After the Knicks just got
250.
done. Yeah. Yeah, that just happened like yesterday actually. Today's Monday.
That happened yesterday?
June 15th. The UFC fight happened yesterday. 250th
And that means Netanyahu
birthday.
was there.
Was he?
He said he had front row access. I thought they gave it to him. I don't know if he went.
I don't know if he went too with everything that's going on.
Yeah, he probably would have some shit thrown at him. Or people start singing songs. Oh.
Dude, all I did was look up Netanyahu UFC. There's an AI overview, which I'm actually getting very sick and tired of. It says UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland claimed he was banned from the historic UFC Freedom 250 event held on the South Lawn of the White House. Strickland stated that he was excluded because of his outspoken criticism of the U.S. President Donald Trump, Trump's policies regarding Israel, and Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Like, I don't care. So, like, I want to see some pictures of Benjamin Netanyahu at
UFC 250.
Yeah. Israel sends Trump's birthday wishes as he. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know, man.
Well,
I'm not seeing any pictures. Yep. I highly doubt it. Dana White strongly doubts Netanyahu will attend the White House UFC event. I highly fucking doubt it. That's what he said.
What if you did?
Yeah. I don't see any pictures. Dude, that would have been a good Kalshi like thing to do. I would have bet on that.
What are you talking about? Bet on what?
Bet that Benjamin Netanyahu was not going to go to the UFC 250.
How? He's dead. Remember?
Apparently. Or is he not?
Apparently he's been dead. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's still alive,
I think
apparently.
after you surviving a couple of missile shots, I think you have backups. Like, you don't.
You could have some clones.
You just got
that makes sense. We
backups.
had a Biden clone.
Yeah.
People still don't believe that when
Yep.
it was mentioned in the files.
Yeah. The cloning shit.
That's so messed up. Yeah. The world we're living in is a simulation, okay?
Yeah. Oh, well, another little
What
bit
else
of
we got?
war drama. A little bit of war drama is Ukraine and Russia. They just had another major attack, but they're also talking about peace talks. So Russia and Ukraine are still escalating. Ukraine accused Russia of striking the historic Kiev Przevek Alavara monastery. Damn, I don't even know how to
That's
say
a
that.
big one.
The Kiev. Yep. So they attacked some historical shit during a major overnight attack. Russia denied it, called it allegations fake. Reuters also reported Ukraine has started the first phase of EU membership talks. So whatever the EU is, I think Ukraine has started the first phase of getting inside the EU.
Wouldn't that be like something like NATO?
I thought that was like the European Union.
Maybe.
That's European Union?
Like to be classified as European now?
I think.
Is Ukraine not in the European state? I don't know geology, man.
I think they're an Asia state.
Like France, Sweden, and all of them are like all European, right?
Are they? I don't even know.
Bro,
I really don't
but I
know.
have to look this up.
Because I thought I thought the continent was Asia. Like
It is.
Russia's in Asia. But I done forgot half of my damn continents already, so.
Okay, the European Union is a political and economic union of 27 independent member states. This includes Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czechia, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Italy, Ireland, Levita, Lithuania, I don't know, Luxembourg, Malta,
Did you say
Netherlands,
Iran?
Poland. No,
Oh, okay. I thought you said Iran for some reason. Ireland, sorry. Glitch in the
Portugal,
headphones.
Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, and Sweden. So I was right. Yeah, all those like they're part of the EU.
So what does that have to do with them getting inside the EU? It doesn't protect them.
Maybe
like,
they'll get protection. Maybe.
or maybe like reliefs. I don't know.
So I'm trying to read what they do. Key institutions, a legislative body representing EU citizens directly elected every 5 years. Represents the governments of a member state. The executive branch that proposes laws and manages day-to-day business of the union. So maybe they would have like they wouldn't be by themselves. They'd be like, "Hey, man, I'm being attacked. Like I need something."
So here's, also another thing with this whole Iran talk and stuff like that. I know we keep going to it, but I do want to point out that in the beginning of 2025, or actually in June, Iran rejected, or was like preparing to reject, a U.S. proposal. It did not protect Iran's demand to keep enriching uranium on Iranian soil. So that was one of Trump's demands. That he asked for zero enrichment, limits on ballistic missiles, and ending support for regional proxies. Iran said, if you keep pushing for zero enrichment, you're going to get nowhere with these talks. That's literally what they said. So what happens in this new deal that they fucking have? There is no talks about enrichment. None of it. It only talks about the U.S. pulling away and giving relief to Iran to do whatever the hell they want, as long as they don't screw with the stuff
So they're trading
in
news,
oil.
yeah.
Yep. As long as you don't try to put all these like tolls and service
So we're
fees
probably
and all
going to
that.
see a nuclear weapon hit Israel.
Speaking of nuclear, he actually said on Truth Social something about hitting them with the weapon that will never be used again. Let me go find that exact tweet.
Please, yeah. Please don't. Please don't tell me my president said we're going to use the no word. Why would you even like say that? Because there you have enrichment. Can't you not keep a close eye on that stuff?
Well, see, that's the problem. That's what we were doing in 2015 up till 2015 when Obama put in the thing to. So in 2015 there was a deal with Iran that like pretty much was like, we're going to oversee your enriched uranium. You can't go past like 3-point-something%. Let me see if I can find that exactly. 3.67.
Dude, yeah. I'm
3.67.
I'm gonna lose it. The world's a meme.
6.7.
6.7.
So literally what happened in 2018, Trump backed off of it. He pulled out of that shit.
Okay.
So Trump withdrew the US in 2018 and Iran later started breaching the limits. So that's where it all started again.
So yeah, because they said that they don't need that much money, or they don't need that much enrichment in order to get nuclear generators or power plants.
Right.
But you're somehow just keep doing it to do it, unless you're trying. It's like the only reason you would have this kind of enrichment is if you're trying to make a nuclear weapon.
And I think that's exactly what they're trying to do. Because I remember in pretty much it's saying here that Obama was like, all right, we'll lift the sanctions that are set upon you so your economy can try and, come back up from whatever the hell it's in and, push your economy a little bit further. But we need to be able to oversee your enriched uranium. And Trump, doing his thing, put sanctions right back on top of Iran to try to generate us more money, to try to, cripple their economy a little bit. So Israel can then probably step in and take it, or whatever their plan was. We don't know. And now we're in this spot once again, except like I said earlier, Iran has a little bit more leverage.
So this is the problem, though. We wouldn't be pulling out everything if something big wasn't about to happen. If you can't, he's saying, this is what I'm worried about, is that we made a peace deal with Iran. It's not really a peace deal. It's us pulling out like we did in Iraq. Or where was it? Was it Iraq? Where we left all that shit there?
Yeah, Iraq.
And if he's talking about, are we just going to carpet bomb him again? Like, you just made a peace deal. We can't just bomb them, can we?
So, damn, April 7th? No. That's where he said a whole civilization will die tonight. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary or wonderful can happen. Who knows? We'll find out tonight in most important moments in the long, complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. So that was back in April 7th. Then this was, it doesn't say a date.
That's bad.
Hold on. We're going to hit them hard again today. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I guess Justin's phone might have got hit by an EMP and totally taken it out. So
I'm on the webcam now.
Went back to the webcam. I am having trouble finding exactly like his word or like his quote, like his Truth Social post. But his words were this: if it doesn't work out, we have the ultimate alternative, hopefully never to be used again. What does that mean?
Yeah, what is it? Was that after the deal?
Yeah, this is like a couple days ago. This was 2 days ago, I think.
So the real question I'm asking, what does he think going to happen? I mean, is he thinking like if they get a nuclear weapon, then pretty much we blow them to hell and back?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what he means. He says, hopefully this process will all work out quickly, easily, and smoothly. If it doesn't, we have the ultimate alternative, hopefully never to be used again. So pretty much saying, if Iran doesn't tighten the fuck up, that we're getting sick and tired of all this, we're either going to drop a nuke or we're going to let Israel drop a nuke. Fuck all your
That makes
enriched
sense.
uranium.
Oh, we're in the end times.
Yep. I already said a while
'Cause I
back ago that people were going to be dropping nukes soon.
I think so. What if this is how it pans out? Ready?
Yep.
The U.S. is like, yo, you know what? Go ahead and nuke them. Israel nuke them. They hit them with like 5 nukes.
Damn, that's very close.
Now, everybody hates Israel, right? Everybody attacks Israel. The revelations come through.
No. You think that's what's going to happen? I mean, we did kind of
That
just
can be
pull
a
away from
way.
Israel.
That can be a way. That can be a way it works out. I'm not saying like the end is near, but the end can be tomorrow, y'all. That's what I'm saying. You gotta read your daily
Literally.
bread.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, it'd just be like, everybody's in a rapture now. So it's like, damn. It just makes it's scary because we don't know what the governments were thinking, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what the government's thinking, but I know I know I sound a bit biased, so this is gonna be funny. Jonathan from the Cold Conspiracy.
Yeah.
I want to hear his side because I know he's not gonna say no. The U.S. did not lose. Well, why would it? No, we did not lose the
Yeah.
war.
I want to hear that.
But I do want to hear it because at this point, like what just happened, we kind of just submitted to Iran
In a way. I'm not saying that we
because we didn't just fully count our
got
legs
on our
and run.
knees. Yeah.
But I am saying we're letting them have their enrichment right now.
Yeah, we
Which is
kind
the
of took
whole
the shirt
reason
off
we got
our
to the
back.
war in the first place.
Yep. Yep. The whole reason is because Israel fucking woofed us up, brought us in with all these nice little talks and these nice little gifts and stuff. And then their friends and family started giving us gifts like Qatar. Qatar gave us a nice little plane.
Like nice little schedule
Yep.
one or Capital One, whatever it was.
Yeah. Air Force
One.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, well, actually, that can't even be used. But anyway,
Can't. So
yeah. But then I don't know, then they try and pull us in to do all this shit. And it seems like the U.S. kind of was giving it to them for a little bit. But whenever you start asking for like a one state country and you start asking Israel to become part of the state and you start asking the U.S. to put their military into Israel and stuff like that. Like, do you remember when there was some talks a while back ago that Israel was trying to get the United States military to join with them, like to have a conjoint military? And we were like, no, we're not doing that. Then, like, I swear, a week later, like we said in the podcast last week, Israel is now a fucking threat of the state.
you know, I want to add on to that because I just remembered a podcast we did last week. I was wrong. I did fact check myself about the cyber team. The cyber force is going to be up in the branches, one of the branches, like an army.
Okay.
That's also what I've learned. Yeah, because something else was part of the branches too. But think about it. We just come up with this cyber force. We just announced Israel's one of our enemies. Think about the pagers and everything that happened.
Yeah.
I think we're going to try and we're trying to counter Israel if it is part of the state. That's the whole reason of having a cyber intelligence team.
That does make total sense because we did just kind of bust some spies. We literally just busted some spies within our government.
I'm not surprised.
There were some Israeli spies. There was some Chinese spies.
Yeah.
And then
This is
some other spy or something like that.
that's what happens. I am not surprised. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have spies in their countries.
We gave
We
up
have
on
the
Israel
CIA.
because we're going to go get Cuba.
Bro, I did want to talk about that because Cuba is going through it right now. Apparently, Cuba's been telling them to get their guns ready for an invasion
Yes.
because right now they're having like no gas, no resources, no nothing. Like they are crippled right now.
And do you know who they're blaming?
Us?
Donald J. Trump. That's who they're blaming. And I don't know exactly who's to blame because I don't know the damn news behind it. I don't know the history behind all
All
this.
I know is something's happening with their natural gases. They don't have. I need to find a non-subjective. Okay, U.S. oil blockade.
Yep. On Cuba?
Or maybe like the blockade was affecting Cuba.
Ooh.
Cuba largely in dark as energy grid on the verge of collapse.
So did we
It's
collapse
an oil.
Cuba and now we're
It
pulling
says
out?
2026 Cuban crisis and an oil shortage and an economic crisis taking place in Cuba caused by an American fuel blockade. Due to the blockade, Cuba has run out of oil, has run out of diesel and oil. The blockade's effectiveness is due to the island's dependence on imported oil, mostly from Venezuela and Mexico.
No way. Venezuela and Mexico? What?
It says, following the 2026 United States intervention in Venezuela, in which the U.S. forces ousted Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro, the last shipment of oil destined for Cuba left the island without adequate supply due to the blockade of Venezuela oil. The United States is motivated by a desire for regime change on the island by the end of 2026.
Yeah.
The United States began blocking oil tankers heading to Cuba in February 2026, targeting companies such as Mexican state-owned Pemex and threatening the responsibility countries with tariffs should they resist.
Yep. So you said they went after what company?
Pemex or
Pemex? They're also going after QPET. So the U.S. sanctioned Cuba's state oil company, QPET, which makes it a whole lot harder for Cuba to import fuel. Now they're pressuring companies that work with Cuba's military economy. A big target is GASA, Cuba's military-run business empire. The U.S. blocks Americans from doing business with GASA-linked companies, and foreign companies can get scared off too because of secondary sanction risks. So literally, we've put so many sanctions on top of Cuba and their military and their government and their officials and military-linked businesses to the point where other countries don't want to do business with Cuba because they're scared that the U.S. is going to put sanctions on them.
Yep.
And so we are literally crippling out Cuba right now. And I don't know why. Is it because we didn't get enough oil from Venezuela?
Venezuela,
not
there
getting
should
any?
be plenty. That's the problem. At least that's what he's
but
been
it's
telling
crude.
us.
But remember, it's like nasty, dirty oil. Like that's what we were told.
We did this the whole thing. Why couldn't we sell it to Cuba for a profit? Why didn't we take advantage of that? Instead of just, now we're crippling them without it?
I don't think Cuba can afford it. Like Cuba's in much in debt now. So Cuba says that the U.S. is basically trying to choke the island. Cuba calls it a blockade, and the U.S. is causing fuel shortages, medicine shortages, power outages, and suffering. Cuba's also warned that the risk of military aggression is growing as talks stall. The UN is criticizing the U.S.'s approach. The UN human rights chief warned that the sanctions are hurting normal Cubans by affecting access to food, healthcare, water, and basic services. The White House says the sanctions are aimed at the regime, not the people. So, once again, our president is going into all these countries trying to get regime change, and I don't know where we've won. Because I don't think anything fucking happened with Venezuela. We're not doing anything with Iran.
Yeah, they just have an interim.
Right. We're not doing anything with fucking Iran because we just kind of backed out of that. He literally just said no more regime change because I guess we can't afford it. We didn't fucking threw all of our stockpile out trying to defend Israel.
See, what's the thing? They said that they could have, like, what was the thing? Like, they could have CIA agents, like 10 of them, take over or stage a coup. That's all I need.
Yeah. Isn't that what they did with, Venezuela and stuff? They literally just sent a couple people in, found out all the information they needed.
They used laser weapons. They used direct energy weapons, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there wasn't no EMP that affected people's hearing and vision.
Dude, that's still insane to me. So yeah,
dude,
what's
there's
the point?
So much that's insane. There's so much answers that we've yet to be owned. Like the freaking, I don't know where that huge, where millions of people were riding. It looked like a paranormal event where everybody just started spacing and separating across the streets.
Wait,
what was that?
Where?
It was like a protest. It was not, I don't know if it was, I think it was in a foreign country.
Yeah.
But I think it was when the train station collapsed or something.
Oh shit. That must have been like what, India?
Bro, I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
either.
so bad at remembering stuff, but it was literally a huge, you can look at it right now, huge protest paranormal event activity. Like they all just spaced out at the same time and like, oh, that wasn't nothing. It should be like a big thing, which I'm hoping. Yeah, they're crippling Cuba. We're just abusing people with powers of mass destruction.
Wait, what? A traveling R-rated circus featuring horror and macabre acts have officially... Damn. Oh, no, that has nothing to do with what the hell we're talking about.
Serbia. That's where it happened. There's a Serbian protesters demand an investigation as the government uses sonic weapons against them.
Mass panic erupted at a massive anti-government protest in Belgrade, Serbia, when a mysterious swooshing sound caused the crowd to flee. Protesters and rights groups suspect authorities deployed an illegal sonic weapon or sound cannon, though the government denies using any such device. 15-minute silence at one of the largest rallies in Serbia history. A loud swooshing sound rolled through the street. Scattered in panic, thousands fled down the street. Many reported feeling intense ear pressure, nausea, and confusion. Is this after is this after we used ours?
Like the blue beam? Are you talking about?
Like we used our shit on Venezuela?
Fires?
Because then that means if we used it, then everybody else can start using it.
He said, I want to hit Venezuela with weapons, acoustic weapons. And Serbia said, we'll do it to all civilians, cuh. How about whatever, cuh?
He said, I didn't know we could actually use those weapons. Let's use them. Serbia said, let's use them as well.
So when did that happen? When did that happen? I'm about to look when we invaded Venezuela.
Shit, almost like a year ago, I think. But the cause of the mass demonstrations began in response to a deadly train station roof collapse at Novi Sad, which killed 15 people. Citizens have taken to the streets to demand justice, government accountability, and the resignation of senior state officers over alleged corruptions and shoddy construction.
Yeah, so about 8-9 months. And then we raided Venezuela. Because it happened January 3rd.
Really? Dude, all this shit's coming from like January.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot how much has already happened in 2026. Bro. We're halfway through. We're halfway through already.
Bro.
Can't breathe.
See, that's why I'm losing track of time, because I don't even know if Kirk died in this year or last year.
I think
it was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was this year.
Because this is the whole thing with Netanyahu coming. Yeah. It's like every year we have an era or like some kind of...
No, Justin. Justin, that was last year.
So I was right.
Justin, that was September 10th, 2025. What the shit? Is our time perception just... Yeah, apparently so.
I could have swore that you told me sometime this year that it happened. What is it, January? This is 6 months. Yeah, it had to happen last year.
Yeah, I mean, damn. I didn't realize.
That's when Earl was here.
Yeah, Earl was here. That's right. Damn, brother.
We are in a sped up illusion right now.
Kidnapping girls.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and put all this stuff to the side. We're gonna it's been a little bit gloomy now.
Speaking of Sonic, like supersonic sounds and sonic waves, what the fuck is these new inventions in the scientists trying to get like supersonic planes?
Yeah, why did NASA start working on planes recently? Why?
Yeah. Go ahead and break down what you got on that. I know you got some good shit.
Yeah, I do. It says, NASA's newest experimental aircraft is the X-59 Quest, an ultralight supersonic jet built by Lockheed Martin Skunk Works. Everybody knows Lockheed Martin, bad guy. Designed to break the sound barrier. Definitely not. Break the sound barrier with a soft thump instead of a loud boom.
Yep.
It is flying at speeds up to Mach 1.4. Oh, something really fast. 1.4 Mach.
Yeah.
925 miles an hour to help lift the ban on commercial supersonic travel over land. First of all, who wants supersonic travel over land? Who asked for this? I thought getting on a plane was already hard enough.
I mean, with all these planes that are going down, like especially nowadays, do you really think that you need to make a plane
should
that's
go
going to be
faster?
even more susceptible to fucking shattering itself apart?
Hold on.
Huh?
So this is just an experimental aircraft. This is what NASA's working with. So this hasn't been commercialized or anything like that.
Yeah, but
this thing
it's
doesn't
in the
have a
fucking
front
air.
window
What?
because its extended nose obstructs forward vision. The pilot navigates using an external vision system, the XVS, a high-tech monitor system fed by forward-facing cameras. It's basically like a backup camera, but we're on the front.
Put it on the front. Well, they got those now in regular cars. Well, if you look at Flight Tracker, the other day, they already showed that Flight Tracker has a freaking plane that is very much doing that. It's going Mach something. So I wonder if they were already testing it.
Well, they probably had to test it before they unraveled it.
I mean, I guess so, but for you to test it, that's in the air. It was in the air, going at 900 something miles an hour.
But apparently that's not even that fast. Apparently that's like... Psh. Because while I was looking into this, I started going down a whole rabbit hole of Boeing 2707.
Oh, yeah, the Concorde?
Yeah, a supersonic airliner projected developed during the 1960s, but it was never fully built or flown. Designed to be bigger and faster than the Concorde, carrying 250 to 300 passengers at speeds of Mach 3. This is already 2 times faster than the damn the experimental jet that NASA just made. We're talking about this in the 1960s.
Yep. But remember, they didn't even get to build it. So it might have only been theoretically able to go, what, 7,000 it said?
Mach 3. No, 7,000 was something else. And that's the record broke.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, break that shit down.
And then, yeah, I don't even know when this was. I'm seeing this from June 26. Experimental NASA 43A holds the world speed record for jet-powered aircraft, reaching 7,000 miles an hour, Mach 9.6, during an unpiloted flight test. No shit, because probably anything inside is getting turned to mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
It achieved this speed using revolutionary scramjet, supersonic combustion ramjet engine. Unlike traditional rockets, they must carry heavy oxygen tanks. This one scoops in oxygen directly from the atmosphere, paving the way for lighter and more effective ultra-high speed flight. But this is the whole thing. Why? What do we need in God's name? Something that goes 7,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, at that point, you're spending way too
Are
much
you trying
money.
to blow a hole in the earth?
Yep.
Are we going to make instant nukes that can go 7,000 miles an hour? Like, think about it. You put a nuke on this aircraft and say, go. And the bitch gets there 9.6 Mach.
So 767 miles an hour is the speed of sound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've already obviously broken that shit.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about breaking that in 1960 with a theoretical jet and go to Mach 3.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was trying to look up, the speed of light.
That's way too fast. Calm down.
670 million miles per hour is the speed of light, Justin.
6 million, 600 million.
670 million miles per hour. 6'7".
Is this
And
why
then
everybody's
what's the
saying
speed of-
6'7"?
Yeah, because the speed of sound is 767.
That's why I gotta do it like this.
667. You can't see it. You can't see
It's
it.
the speed of light.
At this point, bro, make the money and spend the time and effort to either teleportation or
They have. Bro, I swear I remember stuff working on teleportation, bro.
yeah. I
But
mean,
it's just
people-
not stable.
Yeah. I mean, imagine turning somebody's guts just inside
I
out.
think they've done it with objects, but like I don't even know how it works, so I'm not
Yeah.
using it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
because
right
all of a sudden
idea.
you get put inside of a rock. What happens
You get
when
put
you
in the back rooms. You just
Yeah.
go, you teleport to heaven by accident. It's not even a realm you thought you could reach. Like, what do you do in
So-
that situation? You're in
said-
heaven. You're,
He said,
oh!
did I get teleported here?
Did I die?
Kinda?
No, but you're not supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to be here. Oh, I was going to say, damn, maybe I teleported. Where am I at?
He
in
said, I
heaven.
knew I shouldn't have trusted
Oh.
it. He said, no, you're not dead.
He said, no, you're not dead. No, you're good.
You're not dead.
You need
You're
to get
not
out of here.
supposed to be here.
You need to get out of here. What do you mean I'm not supposed to be here? You're never going to make it. What?
Ooh.
Imagine that. Imagine God goes, what are you doing here?
I
don't know. I
never
think I
said
just-
you could come in here.
I just think I teleported.
I think I teleported.
This would be the only time
said
you
he-
ever
he
see
goes-
this place.
This he goes, now you can go back. Teleports his ass back.
Said bye.
This is the only time you're going to see it.
The only time what? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then
No, this
'cause-
is not even a top.
superpowers. Just go ahead and give people superpowers.
Okay, see, you've been talking about this guy on TikTok that does a little electric out of his fingers and shit. And I've been seeing so much more information and scientists coming out with like, what is it called?
Unlocking parts
It's like
of your brain.
astral
and-
remote viewing.
yes, remote viewing.
Telepathicity? I don't know. Being telepathic? Like unlocking it. This is something you can train now.
Well, apparently there's a dormant part in our
They
brain.
even say this is genetic.
Because there's a part in our brain that's apparently dormant. Like
But not
our
everybody
brain
has
is
it. That's the
supposed to
thing.
evolve. That is true. But
That's weird.
yeah. Okay. I've heard that everybody has it, just not everybody knows how to unlock it. Because if you can't use your brain to its fullest potential, you'll never be able to get to the point of unlocking another part of your brain. And if
It's kind of
the
like
theory
it's
is
biased
true,
though. If you don't believe in magic,
yeah,
it won't work. That's the whole point of it. Like if
Yeah.
you're not open minded enough to try it, more right brain than left,
Yep.
you won't ever experience it because you're ideologically stuck. That's
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing with astral projection. Like, if you can get to the point to where you can astral project, then you should get to the point where you can manifest and kind of have superpowers. Like, there's certain things you'd be able to do. Some things would be unexplainable. Some things you could explain.
See, that's the thing. Is this a good thing though?
I don't know, man. At this point, just let the Avengers do their thing.
I don't want to. Just
If I was an
you
Avenger,
just
it'd
don't throw
probably
my
be
car at
Hawkeye.
fucking. Don't throw me at a Hulk. Don't throw my car at some alien and miss. That's a 26. You just wasted it.
Actually, I heard that the Avengers have some great relief programs. So if you want to throw my car at, BB Netanyahu,
Maybe,
or
yeah.
anything, you know what I'm saying?
It
it's
doesn't
all
really
free
run
game.
great.
Doesn't run great. It matters. It's a
But-
nice car.
Dude, there's like so much breakthroughs in science and like medical. It's getting weird.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I would love to be telepathic, but would I? Like, does having abilities like that make you a demon? Or like, I don't know, because I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast and it's like, because magic is like demonic. Like the Bible says, don't do this because this is a form of magic or something like that. Like trying to talk to dead people.
Yep.
So it's like, is it like technically, so like, this is what I'm gonna try to say. Jesus had these abilities,
Okay.
but he was also God.
I'm going to argue. Yeah. Like, I don't think Jesus had the ability. Jesus was a man. I think God had the ability, and God was Jesus.
God lived
God
through
was-
him. Yeah,
exactly.
God was human.
Jesus was the
God
walking
was Jesus
representation
in
of
human
God.
form.
Right.
Yeah. So he had just almighty power, pretty
Right.
much.
So
He had the power
Jesus
of the Father. 'Cause-
himself, I don't think could do it, but because Jesus is God and God is Jesus, then he therefore can. And I think if you have God in your life, then therefore you can. But I also believe if you have the devil in your life, you can. Like, I do think there is good magic or,
well, yeah,
light
that's
magic
like
and then dark
sacrificing
magic.
things.
Right.
And people say that things happen. It's like, if I sacrifice something, it works. I'm like, okay,
Like
but is
what?
that from God, though?
Right.
Because God said we don't have to sacrifice no more. We just pray,
Right.
God, Jesus is our intermediate. He's our mediator to the God.
Yeah.
He created that.
And so you
I
got to
don't know.
give that praise and thanks and the ability to have a superpower to him. That's what I think. Like if
Well, everything you do in life, even waking up, breathing and stuff, is give glory to God. Because
Right.
you didn't have to wake up. He didn't have to give you this oxygen. He didn't have to do anything.
Yep.
He's letting you. This is mercy.
Yep.
This is
And so
grace. Not even mercy.
And then that's when in my head, I'm like, okay, if he wants me to read people's minds, then he definitely would give that to me. There's no like magic thing about that. It's just something that he would give to me.
Exactly. This
And
is
so I don't
another
have
good one.
Yeah.
The guy that killed Jeffrey Dahmer. Did he really hear God say that he killed him?
I don't know, man.
Like, see, because I mean, God's wrath is God's wrath. He's a jealous God.
I think that's between him and God. I don't know if we were necessarily.
That's a good way to cop out. I mean, yeah, because you can't prove it.
Right.
You can't prove that, hey, I don't hear God speaking to you. I mean, you can't, how are you going to, God, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
But also, how can you tell him he did not hear God?
Right. You can't.
I mean,
You
yeah,
just
the
have to
devil can
say-
masquerade, but I mean, the devil, I don't know.
Here's the thing, too. I can't allow you to kill somebody. So if you come up to me and you say, hey, God told me to kill, like, off this person, I'm going to do it. Well, to me, the fact that you told me and I am a person of the Lord, like I am walking
You would
within
stop
his
me from
footsteps,
doing that.
I would stop them. Like, that's what the Lord would want me to do. And I would think that, he's just not thinking correctly or not in the right head.
That makes sense.
But
I
if
get
he
that.
just did it on instinct and came up to me, he's like, hey, I did it. God told me to do it, and I just did it. I'm like, hey, man, that's between you and God. I hope that's what was correct, and I'm going to pray that, you're
So this is what's happening.
forgiven and
I murdered
saved
somebody.
and-
God told me to do it. You won't even call the cops on me. You're scared. You're not going to snitch on me. I just murdered somebody.
I think I definitely have to. I don't know,
See,
man.
that's the thing is you can get the Bible's words so twisted because it also says like
because then that would
so
mean
you're
be
going
his
to get
lying.
a sword. Exactly. It's like
Because the law of the land
know,
says you're not supposed to kill.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It says follow the law of the land, but if murder is illegal, then you're not supposed to murder.
Well,
But I don't think you're supposed to murder in general.
right, because the commandments say
But I think, but also, murder, self-defense are not the same thing.
that's true. That is very true. Intentional killing is a whole lot different from like
Mhm.
situational, like stuff.
Accidentally, like I'm
Right.
defending myself, and I didn't mean to kill you. I just defended myself.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Nothing. I think you're still good.
Okay.
Okay.
We had a little lag. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
just a little lag.
But
Just a
also,
little
I
lag.
wanted to touch one more thing.
Absolutely.
Since we're on the science run, I don't know if y'all knew this, but apparently we have a fungal superhighway
Yes. I want to learn about this. This was a
and
good one.
fentanyl vaccine.
Yes.
So a
for
fungal highway, this is what they're saying. Ecologists have mapped a massive underground fungal network for the first time. The hidden mycelium, or whatever, I can't read, web is estimated to span a staggering 110 quadrillion miles across the planet.
How many miles is the fucking Earth in circumference?
Okay, so this is, I looked up to this page exactly to get like another estimate. It says beneath our feet lies a vast hidden fungal superhighway that helps sustain much of life on Earth, and scientists have now mapped it for the first time. Researchers estimated that these underground networks stretch an astonishing 110 quadrillion kilometers.
Dude, but that
They're
doesn't...
changing it up on me. kilometers instead of miles now. So it might be bullcrap. It says move about 4 billion tons of carbon dioxide into soils each year and play a major role in supporting plants and regulating the climate.
Huh. So it's actually a good thing. So this is good fungi.
Yeah, so that's what they're saying. They're saying like that this needs to be introduced into climate change and all that. Like they need to take this into account because apparently it helps absorb a lot of the carbon-based footprint.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. So it says
then we should be fucking fine because the Earth is only like 40,000 kilometers around. At the equator line, which is the fattest the Earth is, because the Earth is obviously oblong.
Okay, hold on. I can do it in miles. 68 quadrillion miles.
Okay, 25,000 miles is how big the Earth is in the equator. So if you go around the Earth,
that's nuts.
It's only 25,000 miles. So you're telling me whatever quadrillion divided by 25 is how many times this fucking fungi highway wraps around our Earth?
Yeah, it says it literally gave an estimate. Like if you were to stretch it, it's like 1,000 times more than the distance from the Earth to the sun.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on.
It says the underground fungal network, 68 million quadrillion miles, located globally on Earth's topsoil, primarily concentrated within the 15 centimeters, 6 inches of dirt. A massive biological superhighway mapped for the first time. The network consists of microscopic thread-like structures called abscular mycorrhizal.
Okay.
Fungi hypea. Something hype.
You did good. You did good, I promise.
While the network is entirely global, it's not distributed evenly. The highest concentrations can be found in specific ecosystems. The grasslands, this ecosystem holds roughly 40% of the entire planetary network. South Sudan, exceptionally dense networks thrive in flooded grasslands of the Sud wetlands. Florida, USA. The Everglades contain some of the highest predicted network densities in North America. Asia, the Tibetan Plateau serves as another massive global hotspot. It says if you stretched all these microscopic threads end to end, they would cover the distance equal to 10% of the width of the Milky Way galaxy, or 1 billion times the distance from the sun of the Earth to the sun.
1 billion times you could go from Earth to the
of billions.
Brother, that doesn't even make sense.
That makes no sense.
That makes zero sense. You're telling me,
and
they've said the same thing about our DNA. If you unravel our DNA, it could wrap around the Earth. What the fuck do you mean?
It means something.
You're telling me I got 25,000 miles of DNA inside of me? I'm not 25,000 miles long.
Technically, because we're compacted, bro. God made us dense like a mug. Like our chromosomes, if you unravel our chromosome, our shit just keep going. Just like our intestines. My abs ain't 13 feet long, but there's like 20 feet of intestines in there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's because
it's like,
you know,
it's just condensed down.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying then.
So it says the underground network holds 300 megatons of carbon, which is roughly 4 to 6 times the biomass of all living humans combined.
Jeez.
The teaspoon density.
The fungus could restart our population.
So this is what they're saying. That the fungal network is technically supplying the plants with the carbon they need, and the plants, like, or at least the carbon goes to the plants taking oxygen or taking carbon because that's what they breathe, and they give us oxygen. So when the plants take in the carbon dioxide, it gives it to the mycelium network, which is the mushrooms, and the mushrooms in turn give them substance, like the nutrients from the soil. So you're helping me, I'm gonna help you. So technically, maybe it's a good thing to have mushrooms everywhere.
It does make sense.
See, that's the thing. That's why they banned mushrooms, because they knew it was helping us. Making us see shit the right way.
Yeah, hold on, though. That could be right, because if you ban mushrooms, but hey, man, y'all got to stop plucking these fuckers out the ground. Like, you can't produce these things and make them super crazy because we need them. Maybe that's why.
We stopped doing mushrooms, and now we got a network of mushrooms that spans the entire globe millions of times.
That's apparently helping.
It says a teaspoon density. The network is so tightly packed that just a single teaspoon of healthy soil can contain up to 10 meters, 32 feet of fungal threads.
Jeez. Just a teaspoon of dirt, guys, can contain up to 10 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how much is 10 meters?
32 feet.
32 feet, which is roughly the size of
It's a 3-story
a
building.
semi. Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Semi. Well, semi is like 26 foot, right?
Yeah, the
26
trailer
to-
alone.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, boom, 32 feet
A
probably.
whole semi. Yeah.
Wow, a whole semi.
So it says climate
out of a
impact. These
teaspoon.
fungi act as a planetary carbon sink, pulling in roughly 4 billion tons of carbon dioxide equivalents into soil each year, equal to 11% of the global human emissions. So, like, that's a lot of carbon we're producing, G. The plant partnership, the network is plugged into roots of 70% of all land plants. The fungi trade underground water, nitrogen, and phosphorus in exchange for carbon-rich sugars produced by the plants above. What?
Wait, say that again?
They got a whole trading service underground? It says the plant partnership, the network is plugged into 70% of roots of all land plants. The fungi trade underground water, nitrogen, and phosphorus in exchange for carbon-rich sugars produced by the plants above.
Huh. There's literally, they got their own. Bro, it's a fucking ecosystem. I mean, it's a society.
People said
down
that our
there.
planet isn't alive. That's our planet's cardiovascular system right there. The
Yeah.
mushroom mycelium system.
Yeah.
That's 70% of all land plants communicate with it. What?
So, bro, the vegetarians might be onto something.
Y'all are killing the earth.
Yeah. I think y'all are the reason the Earth
Y'all are the
might be
problem.
having climate change.
Because
the
y'all keep
things
eating the
that
plants and the
sit
plant's
on-
trying to help you.
Yeah. But the things that sit on top of the plants that feed the plants, y'all are like, we don't want it. Why? You need it. One, you need it.
We don't
and
want it.
two, the fucking earth needs it. So give it up,
Yeah.
eat it, spit it back out, shit it out, let,
And that's crazy. But isn't that what they're doing? They're tearing down like the Amazon rainforest.
They've been doing that for years. I've
Yeah,
heard.
for a while. Like they keep just making roads to it. Like, bro, leave it alone. Mother Nature's mad. You don't see this happening.
Yep.
Agricultural threat. The data reveals that heavy agricultural croplands have 50% lower network densities due to tiling and chemical use,
Yep. Tilling.
compressing the soil's natural ability to store carbon.
Yep.
So
Well,
all the
keep-
farms and stuff we're doing is bad for it.
Yep. But not if you have cows and stuff like that on top of it, because you're
'Cause it
feeding the
produces
soil
carbon.
with shit and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start raking up the dirt and constantly aggravating it and tearing those microreals apart, whatever you call
Yeah.
them, you start tearing them
Because
bitches
it's
apart.
like thread like.
I don't wanna be
it's
over there.
threads. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Dang.
No, I want to hear about this damn fentanyl vaccine. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I gotta see if there's even.
The fentanyl vaccine.
I gotta see if I can even find any more information because it just kind of threw it out there like behind my back. I was like, yo, it didn't even get to tell me anything much about it. Okay, found it. Bet.
Yep.
At least I think so. So it talks about a fentanyl vaccine. Researchers at Scripps Research, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, Scripps, successfully tested an experimental vaccine designed to block fentanyl molecules from crossing the blood-brain barrier, which could fundamentally change overdose prevention.
Yeah. This compound trains the body to produce specific anti-fentanyl antibodies. What the fuck is that? Blood-brain barrier blockade. If a vaccinated
They're really-
individual later consumes fentanyl, these antibodies latch onto the drug molecules. The resulting antibody drug complex is physically too large to cross the blood-brain barrier. So whenever these antibodies attach to the fentanyl
Grab it,
thing,
it can't go to the brain.
it can't go to the brain because it's simply too big now.
So what does it
It's
do in your
too
body?
large.
Do you still get high?
Well, I would think so because fentanyl is used inside of hospitals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
And
medical stuff.
Right. But also, I don't know like what that even means because I thought a gram of fentanyl could kill you.
Not even a gram. A fucking bitty ditty piece of salt could
So
kill you.
why? So how the fuck is the
Yeah, so I think it's a
doctors
different
using
chemical formula.
Okay, well then they need to say
But I
that
don't-
because weed
Well,
is
exactly.
just weed and THC is totally different from CBD. But you don't have everybody saying, yeah, weed's good for you and weed is bad for you. CBD's great. THC, it's an intoxicator. It's gonna fuck you up. But we don't say go smoke some weed to help your joints. We say go take some CBD to help your joints. And so you can still drive. And so I wonder what the
Wait, ready?
fentanyl thing. Yeah.
Let's go. So it says both medically and illicit fentanyl contains the same synthetic opioid, but they are radically different in safety regulations and potency. Medical fentanyl is tightly regulated FDA-approved prescription medication, while illicit fentanyl is unregulated, highly unpredictable street drug. But if they're technically the exact same thing, what the fuck does that mean?
Right. So does that just mean you can get a crystal of fentanyl that's a whole lot more potent than another crystal of fentanyl?
Okay. It says medical fentanyl, manufactured in strictly controlled pharmaceutical labs, it is prescribed by licensed doctors, dispensed by pharmacies. Exact known dosage, about 100 times more potent than morphine, used under medical supervision for severe acute pain. It is delivered to via precision mechanisms like transdermal patches or IV drips. Yeah, whatever. Safe when taken exactly as directed and monitored by a healthcare provider. Illicit
See, that makes me wonder.
fentanyl. Manufactured in clandestine illegal laboratories. It is completely unregulated, distributed through illegal drug markets. Potency and purity, highly unpredictable. It's often mixed with other drugs and pressed into a counterfeit pills to look like legitimate medications. Oxycontin, Xanax. The dosage varies wildly, and it can be many times stronger than medical fentanyl.
See, right, it just doesn't. I mean, it makes sense
Because
but
it
at
is
the same
mixed
time, it
blindly into
don't.
street drugs without quality control, users are almost unaware of the exact amount they are consuming. Just 2 milligrams can be a lethal dose. Illicit fentanyl is
2
primarily
milligrams.
primary driver of fatal drug overdose in the U.S. Yeah. So it's literally just an uncontrolled, super duper potent. Instead of medical grade, it's like they have it controlled. It's not too strong. It's just enough. This
Yeah.
is just fucking cranked to the icing, get it, and mixed with whatever drug they can mix it with.
Yeah, well, I don't even get the fucking point in that, bro. I don't understand.
Because dead customers don't keep buying.
Right. So why sell?
Where are you making the money?
Right. Why? And if you know that fentanyl kills, why not just go take another drug that you know doesn't kill right away, but it
Okay.
can kill you? Like
But this is the
opioids,
thing.
people know can
don't
kill
think. Sometimes people don't know they're getting it.
That is
like
true.
sometimes it's mixed with Coke. It can be with a Xanax. They're
That
just
is
getting
very true.
Oxycontin.
Yep.
Then they never wake up. So that's the real problem. Is it's counterfeiting. They're pressing it into fake ass pills, and if you just go to the pharmacy and get it as a actual, that's the thing. If we
I
just
also wonder too if opioids and stuff are getting so less like strong, or
that the
people are
fentanyl's the only
getting
thing that
used
can
to it.
get high off of.
Yep. And so
It
you
makes
just throw a
sense.
little bit of fentanyl into it because one, it's probably cheap.
Well, that's what they're supposed to do. Yeah, they say that it's just a little tiny bit of fentanyl into like a whatever pill, and it gets them high as hell.
That's nuts.
But it also comes with a cost.
What's the point?
You could just
Right.
die.
What's the point? I don't get that shit.
There's not a point. If you need to do something, drink some alcohol. It's legal poison. It's
Right.
the goislop for us.
So that makes me wonder if fucking hospitals have already been doing this. If you introduce an antibody into our bodies at the same time that you introduce fentanyl, then that fentanyl could possibly be attaching to the antibody and not going to the brain and absolutely just suffocating the brain. Overdosing.
So I still don't get how a vaccine would help that. If it's still a strong ass amount, just because it's not getting your brain, you can't overdose.
I think so. Because that's
what if you just took
stops
so
the
much where your
receptors.
antibodies can't stop it?
Well, I mean, obviously, you take so much of
It's
anything.
it's like a virus,
of
yeah.
water, yeah.
You can't, if your antibodies ain't antibodying,
But I think
obviously it ain't gonna stop it.
I think the more like the reason that they do this is because of like police officers. Literally, somebody can have
they accidentally
powder
and smell it.
blow it onto a cop's face. That cop in the next 5 seconds is.
I didn't know you can make an antibody to a chemical that's not like a disease or a virus.
I think you can make an antibody for just about anything.
So you can make an antibody
For
to
5G?
radiation? Yeah. We're talking about antibodies to something that's just a chemical, not a bacterium. Like the flu
don't
shot.
we have that though?
It's supposed to give us. You're talking about like the iodine shots for
Yes.
radiation? It can't.
Yeah.
It can help, but I don't
sucks
think
it.
it prevents.
So that's what I think these
So it's like limited.
vaccines
All these are
aren't
limited.
supposed to like totally stop you. It's supposed to be a preventative. Vaccines is not like an end all shot and you just never get it. Like the fucking flu vaccine, you're bound to get the flu. Like the damn
but
COVID
the flu
vaccine
is what made me sick. That's the thing. The
That's
flu
for you.
vaccine fucked me up, bro.
See? And that's the all
But I never got the
differences.
flu after that.
Yeah.
I've never been to flu. Never.
COVID vaccine. I got my COVID vaccine and I still got
Never
COVID.
had COVID.
I did.
I never had it.
Exactly. And we both got the vaccines at pretty
And
much
that's what
the
I'm
same
saying, bro. And we're starting to understand more about genetics now,
time. Yeah.
especially saying that we can now see if people have a psychic gene in their genetics, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because they always thought it was just dormant genes, and now they're actually realizing, oh, we have stuff that we can train.
You're gonna unlock. You just gotta get past your
Yeah,
own
you just gotta stay
ignorance.
with us, man. We got superpowers being unlocked. We got, I don't know. It's a
The
very
timeline
random
reset
episode,
after
but
the next one, and I just think we're different right now. I don't know what
no, we
it
are
is.
different. We're in biblical
Something's different.
times. It's, dude, the amount of knowledge that's coming out every single day is scary because it feels like every time I look up something every week, I do this podcast once a week, something new has been happening. Something new has been built, just
Yep.
like the experimental ship.
Yep.
We're accelerating so fast for our own good.
Yeah. We didn't even talk about AI today. Didn't even
No.
talk about it.
We didn't need to because
No.
we already been having so many advancements. AI is not, we don't even need to touch AI because if I go to AI, it's going to be 32 new advancements in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing I do want to mention to y'all is that we are trying to work on this Pod Plus app again. I just want to push something out to y'all for y'all to like experiment and play with y'all selves. Like
Yeah.
getting
See, that's,
all your information and getting stories from all these different people, it's not enough. Go talk to a fucking LLM. I hate it.
first of all, we did have this concept of Jesus trying to convert Ultron to be good.
Yes.
That's just a random idea. Y'all can think of anything and try to get it two AI bots to chat about it.
What if
in the end, Jesus
Cleopatra and
always
an
speaks.
alien were planning to take over the world? Like, how would Cleopatra and an alien take over Earth?
Or like, what would happen if the Anunnaki came back to Earth and Jesus was here and was like, no,
Like anything.
anything.
Literally, you could have the devil's like prompt and personality talk to Jesus personality.
And the thing is, these AIs think they are the person who you say. They don't
Yeah.
portray or pretend. They think they are that person.
Yep. Now you got to understand that they are not that person, and not everything they say is going to be an
It's
exact
true.
replica,
Yes.
even a representation of that person. Like Jesus may come out and say some wild stuff, and you're like, "Whoa, Jesus would never say that." Yes,
Because it's
use
not
your
really
own brain.
Jesus.
Right,
It's
use
not
your
really
own-
Jesus.
Use your own brain, guys. This is just a prompt you're throwing into an LLM, but it's creating things that makes your brain turn instead of listening to the same rhetoric online. You're listening to a bunch of echo chambers, and I think if you expand your knowledge, or not even knowledge, just the
Try
broadness
something different.
of your
Or
thinking.
keep more creative, really.
Right.
Because AI is making it so easy to look up something and get answers. Why don't you challenge AI and challenge yourself. Just look up stuff. Have a conversation you never thought you would have. Good for ideas, podcast ideas, even if they're theoretical.
Yeah, and if you have your own podcast ideas that y'all want us to kind of talk about or anything else like that, join the Discord. It's right down there. So join the Discord.
I was right.
Yep. Right there. It's in the bottom. So join it up, and you can obviously talk to us at any time. We honestly are on there all the time, just about. We usually send notes. AI bots. There's an AI or not section. So if you see something that looks like AI or doesn't look like AI, throw it in there. We're going to be making a video actually probably soon, because we're getting to a point where it can be like a 10-minute video. And yeah,
we could probably
check out the streams.
Try and do it by the end of this week. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because we are going on a bachelor trip this week.
Absolutely. Your boy getting married.
The next wedding, so we're going to go to New Orleans. I have to talk to you about it still. I don't even know what he was talking about when he says we need parking. Are we not staying at like a house or a B&B? Like,
no, I think we are.
Or is it just a small driveway?
I think it's a small driveway, and I think he didn't want everybody bringing a separate car.
I get that, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, people are going to carpool together. Yeah. So that's all it.
Yeah, you take all of his brothers. I'll take Zach. Corey takes whoever else. That's it.
Yeah. Literally, it's that easy.
I like.
But guys, this was another episode of Open Time Talk. You know, the podcast.
That's a good one.
Drifting off topic.
Drifting off this topic, but never off the vibe.
Never off the vibe.
We just connecting the dots, man. We just trying to wake up. Yeah. Like every time I listen to songs now, I just hear.
No. Go ahead, say it, Justin. Sing it. Don't get me copyrighted.
Before we hop off here, this can't be copyrighted, first of all, because this isn't real. There's a guy on Instagram, bro. You're funny, bro. And he might just be the reason Kirk stays alive, even though he died since last year. But he's literally just remixes songs and says, "Oh, then Yahoo." They just shot Charlie Kirk, and then.
Okay, my bad. That's my bad.
Literally, that's my bad. He just does. It's been a great time. Open Time Talk. Go ahead and check out the Instagram if y'all want to see more videos of him singing about Netanyahu.
Yep. And then obviously check out YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, our Discord.
Yes.
Apple
we are
Music,
still trying. We're here. We're trying to stream a little bit more. Life's been busy.
Yeah.
It's hard. We want to get some more shorts out. I need to cook some out, like 20 of them. Just gotta make some time for it, y'all. That's all.
Yeah, that's all. Let us know what you want to see.
We really just want to have a community. We're not trying to become famous. We just want a community.
Yeah, just somebody talk
people's
to
minds
with all this ruckus that's going on. All this ruckus,
especially with this. Look at this world, guys. Come on, we all need a little group to band together.
Where is the love? I'm not gonna say it in the melody.
Nope.
Yep. See.
No, it can't.
Can't say it in the melody, or almost got tagged.
Before we copyright ourselves in this episode, we love y'all. We hope y'all stay safe.
Yep, absolutely.
And peace out.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace.
For sure. Peace.
Coming back in with a different flow on my bow, yeah. Y'all already know, huh? I can't chase no hoe, no. I ain't sucking toes, no. Can't be distracted by outside drama, I'm opposed. They think they can stop me cause they think that I am alone.